What's going on YouTube? It's Adrian. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be giving you the blueprint behind a clothing brand and what it's like to start a clothing brand. I have a few years experience in this realm. I've made a lot of mistakes, so I want to share those with you guys. Hopefully you guys can find some use of this knowledge. So we're just going to talk about a few things like why most people quit, the reality of having a manufacturing team. We're going to talk about branding, designing, and why that matters versus just selling t-shirts or clothes. And we're also going to go over some advice that I would give someone just starting out. So, yeah, if you guys are new here, we talk about streetwear, clothing brand advice, manufacturing advice, anything like that. We talk about on this channel. So, if you guys find any type of useful information in this, please leave a like and comment below. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. Let's get into it. So I've done DTG, screen printing, embroidery. I've had all kinds of shirts made and stuff from my own clothing brand. So I want to teach you guys what I've learned. So starting off, if you're having that idea of wanting to start a clothing brand, that's cool, that's great. But there's a big difference between starting a clothing brand and selling a cool few t-shirts that you like, or maybe you and your friends would like. Making a business is pretty hard. It's not just about designing clothes and that's it. There's marketing, there's manufacturing, there's taking quality product photos, there's a customer service. There's a lot that goes into it besides just selling a t-shirt. Most people probably don't tell you this, but your first designs are probably going to be sucky and your first drops probably won't be that successful. Honestly, though, that's perfectly fine. And that's how everyone starts. And it's just how you learn. So, yeah, just know that there is a reality behind running a clothing brand and a lot of work that goes behind it, not just having cool t shirts that you like and you made. Next, we're going to talk about one of the hardest parts in clothing brand industry and streetwear specifically, which is finding a manufacturer. Finding a manufacturer isn't necessarily hard, but I think finding a reliable manufacturer is where people have a lot of issues. So you have to decide: are you going to be printing from home? Is someone going to be printing your garments for you? Is it going to be local? Is it going to be overseas? What kind of print method are you going to be using? Direct to garment, puff print, screen print, DTF. There's a lot that goes into knowing the quality behind your product and knowing where you're going to get it from as well in a timely manner. So yeah, quality control is just very important. You have to have an eye for, if something goes wrong, maybe the label is placed backwards or, the print isn't right or the color is off. Quality control is something you want to have over your products because how is your product going to be reliable for someone to buy and someone to want to come back to? I recommend testing a few samples out with a few different manufacturers. Never buy a bulk order right away, especially if you're just starting. You don't want to buy 35 t-shirts and you only have, 10, 15 friends or a few friends, and then you're stuck with 20 shirts that you gave the rest of them away or you try to promote them in one way or another. So I would definitely say getting a sample, finding a good manufacturer, whether it be online or locally, and then marketing that sample to build customers and build revenue for that brand. And you start to build a brand, you're selling trust, you're not just selling clothes. And you build a brand, you're selling trust to the customer, you're not just selling a t-shirt. So there's three things that actually matter when building a clothing brand. And number one is going to be design. Who is it designed for? Who is the brand aesthetic for? What customers are in mind when I'm designing these products? So technically I'm asking, does it connect with anyone besides yourself? Is it just going to be your last name on a shirt? Or is it going to be a cool logo that you just think is cool? It has to connect with people as well. Number two is going to be marketing. Marketing is huge. Are you going to be promoting every day? Are you going to be posting on TikTok? Are you posting up at local events or places that you can get your brand out there? There's a lot of footwork and a lot of online work that can be done. So marketing is honestly, as long as the brand is up, you can market that forever. And the third most important thing is going to be consistency. That seems like a really common thing is people just stop after their first few drops, maybe like their first, second, or third drop. Brands take years to build. So don't get discouraged if your first 3 or 4 drops don't sell out right away. It's never guaranteed, especially if you're not doing enough marketing. I recommend you just go back to the drawing board and then you market, you make new products, you revise what you've already done, and then you move forward. Yeah, but consistency is huge. Even when things are going down and you feel like your followers aren't going up or your sales aren't up or you feel like you're just not getting eyes on your site or your brand, staying consistent is going to be the biggest thing. It shouldn't be about the money. Yes, you do want to make money, but a clothing brand is an investment that you should be passionate about. It shouldn't be something that you are greedy for and are doing it just to make a quick dollar because it's not the right industry. So what would I do if I was starting today? So if I was in your guys' position and I was just starting today on making a clothing brand or a t-shirt line, here's what I would do. So if I'm trying to start a clothing brand, I would find one strong concept that I like and that I'm a fan of and I think I can build an aesthetic on and build a lifestyle around. And it's not just cool designs, it's building an identity. So whether it be, something like Stussy where it's like skater aesthetic or something like Nike where it's like athletic wear, you want to build an identity with what you're establishing. I recommend starting local if you're getting samples done, just because you have some type of quality control. You can talk about the size of the prints. I feel like a lot of times there can be miscommunications with overseas or out of state manufacturers. So, yes, definitely trying to go local to get your stuff made. I would recommend starting local, finding print shops near you to help print your clothes for your first few drops. And then also wearing your clothes locally, wearing it out, getting feedback from friends, family, maybe just random people, wearing it to the store or going out. There's a lot of places that you can be seen. So my files got messed up around here. I don't know why, but we're getting into number 3, which is going to be one of the most important, and it's creating content for your clothing brand. Whether that's posting 5 TikToks a day, 10 TikToks a day, making Instagram posts, making Facebook posts, making a post anywhere on any type of social media platform, that's considered creating content, and it's very important to build an audience with your clothing brand. So when I had my brand, I would create around like 5 to 10 videos of just different things, even if it was simple slideshows or unboxings or me packaging an order. There's a bunch of things you can use ChatGPT or use brands that you like and use kind of similar ideas to what they've done. But if you're just getting inspiration off of someone else, you can still make it your own and it can still be a great idea. I suggest the more the better. The more you post, the better it is for your account. It's never hurting you to not make content. It's one of the most productive things you can do, and you honestly never know what video or what post can go viral. If you're just starting off, you really need the content and you really need the reps more than anyone else. You need to have awareness. People need to know. So creating content is going to be your best friend. Just think about it as a positive, as tedious as posting every day can be. You're getting new people, hundreds, tens, 50, however many people every single day is going to be key to having a successful clothing brand, especially in 2025. Focus on the small wins, focus on selling your first 10 tees because then that 10 can turn into 50. That 50 can go to 100, and then your 100 goes into 200, and then so on and so forth. So try not to look for those huge jumps where you go from selling 4 t-shirts to 500 in a week or 2 weeks or even a month. Definitely plan long term and just know that you will build a consistent basis if you have reliable products. So starting a brand in 2025 is definitely not easy, but it's for sure possible. It's not a get rich quick scheme by any means. You learn something new almost every day. If you stay committed to it, you got to stay consistent. You do have to mess up a lot. It's a lot of figuring it out as you go. I don't know everything. Like I said, this is just from my experience. I hope this could provide some value for you guys. So yeah, if you're in it for the long run, bet on yourself, be obsessed, do it for passion. Don't chase the hype and just try to be as real as possible to doing something that you like and you're committed to. So yeah, it's going to be a short video today, guys, but that's going to be the end of it. If you rocked with it, please drop a comment, like, subscribe. If you guys have any more suggestions on what I should do next, please let me know. For sure, always willing to help. Please drop your clothing brands as well. If you guys are just like new or already have clothing brands established, definitely would love to check them out. So yeah, hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.